What's going on, you guys? Kenny here, also known as Silent Fan 85. Welcome to a serious mode. Let me just go ahead and say straight out, at the risk of losing some subscribers, I have decided to put up this serious mode, talking about a very specific subject, as usual, as I do with these serious modes. And this time, it's about hate. Um, Hate in general. There's a lot of I'll just say there's to put it bluntly, there's a lot of screwed up stuff going on right now in certain parts of the world. I'm not going to be specific as much as I want to be, but hate is a powerful driver. Hate is something that is ingrown into somebody. Hate is something that is taught. Um, Hate is something that is gained with hateful experiences. Um, and but at the same time, it feels like a necessary part of humanity sometimes. At least that's the argument people will make. I totally disagree. While I think hate can show us and teach us the worst of humanity, of what not to be, or what not to strive for, and what not to teach, I think we're at some point going to enter an era in humanity. And again, you can call me an optimist, call me a hippie, call me naive, whatever. But, this is just my own personal beliefs. And I think that if you give up on your own personal beliefs, then you give up on being human. So with that, that's kind of a two-point argument, because I could be nulling myself out right now. But anyway, I think at some point we are going to come to a point to where hate is unnecessary for humanity. A majority of humanity will start to really care for each other. Will wash out hate and so on and so forth. But right now, at this time, especially in my generation, it's a little scary. Now we've been in darker times in humanity. I'll just say that much. But what's happening today seems like a resurgence into a past that we have fought really hard to suppress and to move on from. But it seems that there are certain people that want to bring it about again. Now, why is this? Why would this happen? Why would you start to spread more hate? Well, because again, hate is a powerful fuel for people. There's a lot of hate that can surge through humanity if we feed it enough. And that is essentially what is happening in the world right now. But when it comes down to it, it's down to us as people, to you and me as a person, to choose not to hate. Depending on what your beliefs are about certain things in life, certain people, certain beliefs, religions, skin color, whatever, fine. It's your personal belief. But society as a whole does not benefit from people spreading their own hate into other people. It does not benefit society one bit. It doesn't benefit the human race, because all it does is just add a negative impact to our overall progress for a future that our children can live in, especially equally. I'm getting a lot more specific than I wanted to be, but I try to keep these vague because for two reasons. Number one, it can cover a whole lot of area. It's like a blanket conversation. Second of all, some people will take it one way, other people will take it another. But in the end, it's up to us as a person, you, me, as human beings, living on a planet, drifting in space, that we all live on together, by the way. We all share the same air, the same oxygen, and yet we want to suppress each other. We want to kill each other. We want to so on and so forth. You get my point. But when you take away the hate, when you take away the divide, when you take away everything and you stop for a minute and think about it, look at other people, even though they may look different, may worship different, whatever, they are still people. They are somebody's daughter. They are somebody's son. They are somebody's mother, father, brother, sister, grandfather, grandmother. Somebody's offspring that is loved and cherished. I'm getting a little emotional. And that's what it is. We are all somebody's somebody. And we are all awesome when we want to be. But when the world collectively starts feeling that need to hate and to divide and devour, that's when we're in trouble. And I'm hoping that my generation and the generation after us is learning from this. I really think we are. That a lot of these old ways are going to die out, and the future is looking pretty bright. I have to say that, because I do see a lot of stuff popping up in the news and around the internet, and in real life situations that I'm seeing, especially at work and when I'm out and about. That does give me hope. So I think overall humanity is not a dark precipice, but there is darkness popping up, and I do think we're going to be okay, but only if we continue to fight for where we want to be. So anyway, just a bit of a serious mode. For those not familiar with serious modes, I step aside the gaming, I step aside the humor, and just kind of dig deep and give some personal insight into stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And above all, just remember, as I'm always saying, you are awesome. The world may be shit, at least for the moment, maybe always, but you are awesome, and you can provide a light in the darkness. Okay? For now, I'll say salut, and I'll see you later.